Welcome to the iRally drive-through for the very first stage of Wales Rally GB. It is the Great Orme stage. It's a full tarmac stage, and my goodness me, is it dramatic. Hasn't been used, this one, on Wales Rally GB for, 30 years. We think 1981 was the last time it was used. What we're going to do is take you through it. It's a heck of a stage. So here we go. This is the start line, the 230-mile-an-hour signs. Oh, let's put it into start. Whoops, that helps. Off we go. So it's 4Ks, just over 4Ks long, and off we go. As you can see, the first part of the stage, uphill, the rock face on the left-hand side, a sheer drop on the right-hand side, and my goodness me, this uphill section is quick to start off with. Oh, and it's easy to attack, isn't it, going up the hill? A lot of speed heading up. Now, as you can see on the outside there, the right-hand side is a pavement. Listen, when this was run 30-odd years ago, there was no pavement there. It was basically just the stage, the wall, the drop, the sea. Not pleasant at all. But as I say, it hasn't been used for a long time. Really, no one within our current crop of WRC drivers has much experience of this stage, if any experience. Probably the only person who can say he's got any experience at all of this is Mikko Hirvonen. He actually did a promotional video around here many years ago, about 3 years ago. I think I say many, 3 years ago. Isn't so many years ago. But Hirvonen has driven this stretch of tarmac before. Described it as his favourite piece of tarmac in the world of rallying. Now that's something else, and you can tell it is absolutely dramatic and beautiful. But don't forget, our cars are on gravel setups. They're on gravel tyres. I'm sure they'll be running the suspension as low as possible, mind you. Tyres could be quite interesting here. It could be interesting to see what the boys do. I reckon that there's a possibility they'll go out with scrub tyres. Remember, they have to do the stage twice, and then they go to a forest stage, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce. Well, I'm going to try it. Clokenog, cameraman, Clykenog, you're a local boy, is that how you pronounce it? Yep. There we go. Yep, that's the cameraman doing a lovely job. And they go there, so tyres could be interesting. Will they go out on scrub tyres? Perhaps the tyres they've used on shakedown on this stage. I think there's a real possibility of that, because this will be tough, particularly if it's a bit wet up here, which, well, listen, the weather can do anything. It could be wet, it could be icy, it could be snowy. We're as far north in Wales as you get for the rally, and it could do anything, the weather. And as I say, this one could be difficult on cold gravel tyres. It could be very interesting indeed. But just look how much fun this stage is to drive. Certainly in a little road car and a little Skoda, it's a lot of fun. Really quite quick indeed into a right-hander, and attacking the uphills. As I say, that's actually not too difficult to attack the uphills. It's when you get onto the downhills that it becomes a little more scary. But basically, we've got the sea off to the right. It's an outcrop into the sea this year, and it really is quite dramatic. You can see why Mikko Hirvonen described, watch for the sheep as well. You can see why, hello Mr. Sheep, we'll just go past you. We can see why Hirvonen described this as perhaps one of his favourite pieces of tarmac in rallying. It really is. Past that little right-hander there, watching the curves. And now we're at the very northern point of the stage, where we go across the top by the lighthouse. Really quite windswept, but dramatically beautiful up here. Oh geez, you can see how tempting it is to push on. The tarmac isn't too bad. I don't know what it'll do if it gets wet, but it's certainly not too bumpy. A little bit broken in places, not too bumpy though. Loeb will love this, won't he? Kind of Sebastian Loeb sort of stage. Fast and flowing. If you can forget about the drops on your right, it is a beautiful stage to drive. Difficult to forget about those drops though, because if you go off, you're not likely to go through that wall. Well, let's hope no one does, because it's a long way down to the sea. Now this is where it gets interesting, the downhill section back towards the coast of North Wales again. As I say, we've never come this far north for, well, certainly not in my memory of rallying. Watch out, there'll not be people walking their dogs when we can see how windy it is there. There'll not be people walking their dogs, hopefully, when the stage runs as part of the rally. But yeah, we've never come this far north, not in recent rallying history anyway. 1981 we think was the last time. Look at this, isn't this really tempting to push on, but frighteningly quick down here. Yeah, we're as far north, we go all the way to South Wales. The Parc Fermé is in South Wales, Service Park is in Built Wales, which is kind of mid-Wales. On the Friday, we do some new stages that haven't been run as part of Wales Rally GB again for many years. Really, the only people the person who may have some experience of the Friday stages, Jari-Matti Latvala. It was run as the Bulldog Rally, or it runs as the Bulldog Rally Friday stages. And Latvala's done the Bulldog at least once, maybe a couple of times, so Latvala may have an advantage there. Hirvonen may have a small advantage on this stage in that he's driven around here before. okay in a road car, but he has driven it before. Now we're coming into the last part of the stage. You have to be brave down this hill to push on hard. That gentleman got a wee fright, but there we go. My goodness me, that is the Great Orme. What a great stage the Great Orme is. It's going to be hugely entertaining. The first stage of this year's Wales Rally GB. It's run twice, don't forget, on the Thursday evening. Whew, that's dramatic, that's fun. Can't wait for it to run as part of the rally.